What's good, YouTube? Dre here with Different Gaming. Going to be bringing y'all three new videos. Either I'll drop them all today, or I'll do Killer Tune today, and then do Intercraft the next day, and then do Second House the next day. So before I hop into the video, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section what y'all think is going to be the most popular deck out of Phantom Revenge. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the video. Try to get everyone, prepared for Phantom Revenge. Phantom Revenge is literally right around the corner, and there's three new decks that will be coming out: Killer Tune, Intercraft, and Heckaheads. Today we will be covering Killer Tune, what they do, go over the key cards. I don't have any replays, but um, I should have wrote the it's X L Exordio. Um, as soon as I get his YouTube channel, I'll put it in the description box below, so y'all can go check out the his replays because he or they showcase each of the decks phenomenally. So we already um we already know that Killer 2 will be coming out December 5th, along with the other two decks. Killer Tune is a synchro type deck that can quick synchro on your turn, and each monster, if you use a synchro material, triggers their graveyard effects. So to start off, we have Killer Tune Clip. Um, we're going to read it. If this card on the field will be used as synchro material, one tuner in your hand can be used as one of the other materials. And you can only use each of the following effects of Clip once per turn. During the main phase, during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and immediately after this effect resolves, you can synchro summon one tuner. Synchro summon one tuner. Now, to let you all in on a little secret, each of these are tuners. Now, in the past, the rules were you cannot synchro with two tuners. Well, Killer Tune breaks that threshold because the Killer Tunes synchros, they take a name and one tuner. We'll go over the synchros when we get to that point. And if this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can banish one random face down card from your opponent's action. So Flip is one of the key cards in the deck. Um, level 2 Dark Thunder. What did it look like? Flip looks like who? Flip looks like blue. But so Each of them, if they're using Synchromateria and sent to the graveyard, they have to be sent to the graveyard for Synchromateria. Each of them get an a graveyard effect. Clip banishes face down card from extra deck. And we're going to go over Killer Tune Q. It is a level 3 light fairy. Kind of looks like Fairy Tale Snow a little bit. But if this card on the field will be used as synchro material, one tune in your hand can be used as one of the other materials. Each effect can only be used once per turn. If this card is normal summoned, keep in mind normal summon. So if you special summon this, it doesn't get the effect. You can special summon one tuner from your hand, deck, or graveyard except itself. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except tuners. If this card is sent to the graveyard synchro material, you can excavate the top two cards of your opponent's deck. Banish one excavated card. Also, place the other on the top or bottom of the deck. So, Q and Clip are the two key monsters for the deck. They're the ones that are going to be the main source of interruption, um, especially if they go first. Even if they go second, they still get to play turn zero. So if your opponent opens Flip Q along with any of the other Killer 2 names, then they just get to see what you're playing, synchro summon, banish a card face down from your extra deck, and be able to play on their turn with minimum resources. Then we have Killer Tune Mix. The same as Q and Clip. If it's on the field, it will be used as synchro material. One tuner from the hand can be used as the material. And if this card rewind level 2 Wind Warrior. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Killer 2 monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except a level 2 monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. So, Mick doesn't have the quick effect like Clip and Q. Target target destruction of a monster, of an opponent's monster. Um, when it's normal special summon, then it adds Clip. So, like I said, Q, Clip are the key monsters. So if you allow this to resolve, then they're just going to go get Clip because Clip and Q right now that we've gone over are the only quick effects on the opponent's main phase. Then we go to Killer Tune Rico. 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 Rico ain't got no money. He done lost his job. He ain't got no choice but to jug and rob. He met a girl named Teacher, got one on her way. Got kicked out the house. Now he stay at her place. Oh, let me get back to it. Killer Two Rico, level 3 Fire Fiend. So this is the last monster, and as you all have probably seen throughout, Dark Thunder, Light Fairy, Wind Warrior, Fire Fiend. So the deck can play TC Boo. The deck can play TC Boo. Um, Same as the same as the other three. If it's on the field, you can use one tuner from hand. You can only use each effect of Rico once per turn. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one killer tune monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except a level 3 monster. Let me read that. Let me read it again for the people in the back. If this card is normal or a special summon, you can add one killer tune monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except a level 3. So Mix gets you Q and Rico. Rico gets you Mix or Clip. As you can see, Clip and Q. Well, Clip doesn't have a normal or a special summon effect. Clip literally is the bread and butter of this deck. Q is second in charge because Q can get you to either one of these. This gets you into your Q, and then Rico gets you into Mix or Clip. So Ash, if they go first, Dro will be pretty good. Of course, Fua, Perulia, trying to like kind of control the graveyard. If you can control the graveyard, then I feel like the deck just, which I mean, that goes for any graveyard deck. If you take away the graveyard, the deck is just it loses a huge power of what it's supposed to be. Now we're going to go over the spells. We have Killer Tune Synchro. It's a quick play spell. Yeah, quick play spell. Not a normal. Quick play. Add one Killer Tune card from your deck to your hand, except Killer Tune Synchro. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can Synchro summon one tuner. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon except tuners. You can only activate two Killer Tune Synchro per turn. Yeah, moment of silence. We've had cards like this before, but for a deck like this, to have a card like this that you can activate two in one turn, yeah, that's insane. That's insane. And then it literally adds one of the two. So this is very, very important key card. Very, very important key card. 'Cause they can use one on their turn and then literally open one, add the other, and set those two. That's insane. Oh my god. Next we have Duke Joint Killer Tune. Field spell. As I said before, the field spells are absolutely insane. During your main phase, you can normal summon one tuner in addition to your normal summon sets, and you only gain the effect once per turn. Killer Tune Loudness War you control gains 3300 attack while your opponent has a tuner in their field or graveyard. You contribute one tuner, add to your hand, or special summon one killer two monster from your deck. Also, you can special summon for the rest of this turn except tuners. So, obviously, if they activate, this will be the effect that they're activating. So, you can Ghost Ogre it. So, Ghost Ogre will definitely be a hand trap to having your main or side. And then playing playing on your opponent's playing on their turn because clip is only during the opponent's main phase. So while they're playing, they have no quick effects besides Killer Tune Synchro, in my opinion. So if you stop these two, if you stop Clip and Q, and you can stop the Killer Tune Synchro, then the deck just kind of falls to itself and have to set up something mediocre. But if they have the clip in hand, then it's just like clip. You want to keep them off clip. If they have it in hand already, fine and dandy. Keep them on that one copy. And then we're going to go over the Trap Killer Tune playlist, which is target one Killer Tune monster in your field or graveyard. Apply these effects in sequence. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, except tuners. Apply its effect that activates if sent to the graveyard as synchro material. Return it to the hand. So you can't ghost spell this because it's not doing anything. It's just copying the effect of one of the killer two monsters. That if it's used for synchro material. So so if they have playlists and they have clip and grave, yeah, you're about to get a card from your extra deck advantage. They got Q and grave, yeah, they're about to excavate the two cards. Oh, you got a monster on board? Mix and grave? Yeah, activate playlist, copy mix, destroy your monster, and then bounce mix back to hand. But playlist mixed with clip, yeah. Mm, nah. Actually, you can go spell this. You can go spell it because it returns it to hand. And you can activate two per turn. So yeah, be prepared for two of these to be played on your turn. And we're going to go over the good old synchros. So we have Killer Tune Red Seal. It's a level 5 Dark Fiend. It takes Killer Tune Rico and 1+ tuners. Gains 300 attack for each tuner in the graveyards. The levels of monsters your opponent controls with 1700 or less attack are increased by 1. During the main phase, quick effect, you can banish one tuner from your graveyard, then target one face-up card your opponent controls and negate its effects until the end of this turn. So not a bad effect. Um, effect negation, pretty good, but it banishes a tuner. So if you can keep them, if you can make your opponent when this deck comes out blow through their clips and cues and kind of make them blow through this, then yeah, you should be in a winning position. If not, you should win that match or game. So Rico evolved into Red Seal. How the bigger version gonna be better than a little version? Continuing on, Killer Tune Remix takes Killer Tune Mix +1 tuners, gains 1500 attack where your opponent has a tuner in their field or graveyard. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you contribute this card, take two non-synchro tuners from your graveyard, add one of them to your hand, and if you do special summon the other, then immediately after this effect resolves, you can synchro summon one tuner. So Mix turns into Remix. But yeah, if you it seems like the synchros are pretty good. Moving on, we got Killer Tune Track Maker. I'm about to say Maxer. Mhm. Takes one Killer Tune tuner plus 1 plus tuners. If this card on the field would be used as synchro material, one tuner in your hand can be used. So the same as the little ones when it's on field. You can only use the effects of Killer Tune Maker once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can add one Killer Tune card from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can return one card your opponent controls to the hand. Okay, so 5, 5, 4. Okay, Light Machine. And next, we have Killer Tune Loudness War. Now remember, the field spell and this go hand in hand. So one tuner plus 1 plus tuners. Other tuners you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can banish one Killer Tune monster from your graveyard, apply its effect that activates if sent to the graveyard as second material. And that is a 6. So 3, 2, 3, 2. So Mix and Clip can go into Maker. Clip Maker Mix go makes Maker Q. Well, any 3 and 2 makes the level fives. Both twos make the 4, and then the 4 with one of the twos. Well, with Clip specifically, it has to be Clip specifically. Go into Loudness War. So Red Seal is the negate. Remix attributes itself to Basically, if you use the only two monsters that you have and you go into remix helps get everything going. So if you have the Ash for remix, that will be good. Maker, and if you can Ash it, I mean, it seems like Ash and Ghost Bell are going to be like two of the biggest hand traps, possibly Dro, just because they go first and they add. Because even if they normal summon Rico and they add, you can Dro, and even if they synchro into Maker, what are you going to add off of that? Like you have to have another clip in hand or Killer Toon synchro. So that looks pretty strong. And putting these back to show you the full deck count 21, and that's three of everything, which I can see I can see this is how the deck is going to start out. Three of everything. Um Maybe two red seal, two remix. Possibly three of everything though. It's kind of like Yummy when it first started. So hope y'all enjoy the video. I'm really looking forward to Killer Tune. After the footages that I've been looking at, yeah, the deck is very, very strong. It's going to be a very, very strong competitor when it comes out. So, have y'all tech cards ready? Have your counter cards ready? And I will see y'all when I see y'all. Have a blessed day. Peace.